Hello, I am Alma Stubbs Glacier, and today I'm not going to be doing some comedic video like I usually do, or a music video. I haven't posted a serious video in a while, and, well, some events have happened over the past few days that I feel I need to make a video about this topic. And the topic itself isn't something that can easily be explained or described because everyone feels differently. But today I'm going to be talking about suicide. Okay, so most people always talk about reasons why you shouldn't, like in the present, like why you shouldn't presently do it. But people never talk about the aftermath or the effect it's going to have on people afterwards. Well, the event that happened after it happened, I saw more people coming together, people that I didn't even, there were hundreds of people focused on talking about how much this person mattered to them. There were people who didn't even know this person who were talking about how much they were gonna miss them. And what I'm trying to say is that that when you go and kill yourself or hurt yourself, you're not just hurting yourself. So I want every single one of you to picture something, okay? Picture this. Picture your parents leaning over your body as you're hanging on to your life, and they're in tears. You've never seen your father cry before, and you hate hearing your mom cry. Picture that. They are so scared to lose you, and they're begging the doctors to try everything because they want to keep their baby. They raised that baby for years, and the baby means everything to them. They're so scared. Just think about that. And think about how it's going to be for your little brother or sister to walk in to what used to be your old room and just wondering why. Just think about how much they miss you. I want you to think about your best friend, okay? Just think about, I want you to think about what it would be like for them to not ever see their friend again. I want you to think about that one teacher who yelled at you, who's blaming themselves because they feel as though it is their fault that it happened. They're wondering what they could have done to prevent it. Now you might be thinking that when you do it, your counselor is just going to have one less client. No. They're going to feel as though they failed at their job. They're going to feel as though they lost you, because they might, for you, it might have just been they were going to have a talk. You were just a waste of time to them, and they were just doing it for the money. But, okay. I'm gonna switch gears for a second. Let me get really personal with you guys. So, last year in January 2016, there was a time where I just felt as though I had no purpose here. I was just some nobody, and I wasn't going to amount to anything. So, one day, I just decided I was going to leave school, okay? And when this happened, just I was in this terrible spot. I was not getting good grades. They were actually lower than they have ever been. So I just felt that everything was pointless. And so I went home one day and just swallowed a bottle of pills. I went home and I swallowed a bottle of pills. And my sister heard about it because I texted some of the people who were my closest friends, or what I considered to be my closest friends. I texted them goodbye, and one of my friends texted my sister that I did it. My sister ran from her school. She left her class. She ran home about a mile without stopping, just to make sure I was okay. She called the cops and the ambulance to make sure that everything was alright, that I wasn't going to die. And, my ambulance, well, not my ambulance, well, you get what I'm saying, I hope, but the ambulance came and the paramedic looked at me and he said, well, you might have gotten your wish. And just that thought there made me realize, oh, is this really what I wanted? Is this going to be the end? My dad, who was in Wyoming for work, he drove home in the quickest time I've ever seen someone drive home from out of state. And he went into the hospital and he seemed so scared. And I just was thinking to myself, what have I done? And I then started worrying what was going to happen after to my other friends. And, well, I never really got around to asking them, but, well, obviously I made it, but other people aren't so lucky. My point is this, that even when you are feeling these feelings of depression and suicide and loneliness, there is always someone to talk to. I don't want to pull the corny everything is going to be alright in the future, because obviously things are not always going to be perfect. Life is a roller coaster, and it's not going to have one drop and then one rise and then flat for the rest of the way. Life is a ride, and you don't want to fall off this ride too early because of one loop getting too intense. You don't want to fall off this ride and miss the amazing part that's going to come afterwards. Now, well, I'll get back to the thing I was talking about before. Picture the person who was bullying you. Okay? Even this person who you thought wouldn't care at all if you left. Now they have that on their hands, and they eventually stop caring for themselves, and they just totally give up. And claims another person, but now I'll get back to talking about what happened with your best friend, okay? You'd look at you'd not see this because you'd be gone, but they'd feel like garbage. The person who they've spent the most time with, the person who has been there through your ups and downs and thought that they were gonna have you in their life for the rest of their life. They didn't have any plans to lose you. You were their world. Not in a romantic sense, of course, but without you, they just felt incomplete. Without you, there was no them. They stopped eating. They stopped taking care of themselves. And they decide that they want to join you. They want to be with you. They don't want to have you gone. They want to be where you are. So they follow in your footsteps. Now, there have been times that I've read about. I've not experienced this personally. I've not seen it because I'm not in the ER a lot or with a person a lot, but I've read about this before, that when a nurse or doctor loses a patient from suicide, it just tears them apart. They gave everything to keep you alive. Now, for some people, it might just be that they're doing the job for money. But for other people, they're doing it because they want you okay. They know what it's like for someone to lose you. Now, sorry if this just seemed like a ramble and didn't make much sense, but thank you for watching. I mean that honestly and genuinely. I plan to put out something a lot funnier next time, but, this had to be said. So, I don't want to publicly announce who the person I'm talking about was. The people who know me or from the area where I live, they know who I'm talking about, and may that person rest in peace. And for anyone who's ever lost someone or has maybe attempted themselves, please, there is help. It might not come easy, it might not be talking to a therapist, but there is hope. Please, don't quit. Now, thank you for watching. I am Alma Stubbs Glazer. Goodbye.